New hat, new farm problems. Let's go. All right, so we came back after a week, taking a look at our tomatoes, but we encountered blossom end rot. So I'm gonna go over how to field amend your blossom end rot. So you don't know this, but Trin like really loves tomatoes, and so she's like super happy. So we had some blossom end rot, lost about like 2 kilos. I measured it out in plants. So normally that's due to too much water, not enough water. As you can see, it's in here. It's probably raining, but if you actually look through the things, we're going to look through them together today, and we're going to kind of go over quick ways how to amend your plant and soil for blossom end rot and what to do. So step one. What I had the guys do is we de-leafed. We took off any of the plant vegetation and or fruit that was affected. So here's the vegetation, never mind the sponsored tool. So it's like in every one of my videos. And then we did that. And then what we did is we had them hill these guys up to 30 centimeters. Sorry, it's like super rainy. So we hilled our rows up to 30. So normally I said we really don't like to use plastic mulch. One is just kind of a waste, but one of the benefits of plastic mulch is water and moisture retention. So yeah, that kind of bit me in the butt, right? So as I just make a video last week talking about, hey, you know, we don't do this, and then hey, this is why you do that. So then the next thing that we're doing is we applied a calcium and boron spray, foliar spray. We were already in the process of boosting our plants up, but as you can see, like your plants are so set with fruit and flowers that you just have to keep up with it. So we did that. I also have been hunting to add some Dolomite. That's just pretty much a big calcium type and lime, and then add that, and we can mix that up, and I'll show how to do that. And pretty much other than that, we adjusted our water schedule. We're gonna do morning and afternoon now, because just the massive amount of vegetation. We're gonna do a morning time and then an afternoon for probably 30 minutes to an hour. So it might even be 2 hours a day. I know it's like it feels like you're putting too much water on there, but again, I used my tool, I measured it, and I'm still getting about 36% moisture. About 50% means it's like really wet. So we're running about 36 after all of the rain today and fertigation today. So it looks like they might need even more. Again, the amount of vegetation, we'll kind of walk through here in a little bit and show some of the soil and some of the dark, rich brown soil that we've been able to manage and cultivate. So I think it's more of just, it needs more water. And with that, that's pretty much how you cure blossom end rot. We'll walk through here and we'll kind of show some of the tomato set. And we'll start with one of our first couple of plants. So right here, we do a practice where we don't keep all the flowers. We snip at 4. Once we have pollination and fruit set, we cut down. So now we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'd snip right there. So your flower part is gonna produce a lot. Now you can keep these, but because we're going for big tomatoes, we're not growing baby ones. So like what would happen is this one grows big, this one grows big, this one grows a little less big, this one grows a little less big, a little less big. So you have to spend more nutrient. Where here, if you cut it down to 4, they're all about the same size, so the plant can focus. That also is another practice to avoid that, because it's just gonna cost more money to do that. So as they start kicking off their fruits and flowers, we're gonna prune them up to only keep 4 of the fruit. Now, again, this is a good one where they aborted. That could be just lack of boron and whatnot. So I was already spraying, so no worries there. So as you can see down into the soil bed, it's super brown. You can see that a lot of the root base has kicked off. So tomato roots root a lot. So what we did is have them hill it up a little bit higher. Normally you want to get 30 centimeters in the wet time and 20 centimeters high in the dry time. Right now, just because we control our own irrigation, we're just making some adjustments right now, and hopefully it didn't mess too much with the plants, but it looks pretty good to get them a little bit more water retention. So I don't see too much with these. I see a lot of leaf curling, which could be a lot of signs. So here's some of the leaf curl I'm seeing. So you have some of the leaf curl part. This is a sucker. What we do here is we just cut that off and compost it. So now, other than leaf curl, I'm just checking for normal crop type of things. And leaf curl, when they curl up, could mean something. I'm gonna have to go figure out what that means later and why they're doing it. So we're just gonna figure out and monitor the crop. But overall, we have a lot of flower, a lot of fruit. It doesn't seem too bad. Again, like throughout the crop, we're getting a lot of this leaf curl. And it could be either they're too close together, they're not happy, I'm not sure, but they look pretty happy to me. We have a lot of wonderful fruit set going on right now, so I've already kind of tweaked our program to account for that, and I've already boosted our nutrient program. So, like I said, farm, new problems, new hat, and always working at it. Get it. Get that spiky fruit. I feel it's like watching the kids. Get it, pull, don't break that branch. Don't you do it. See, it's not ready. Otherwise, it just pop right off. Good job.